Hi, hello everybody. Welcome back to Outfit Wars. This is the first of the quarterfinals for the Cobalt server. This is 1vs4 and BAWC. I am your caster Gallows, joined here by two co-casters, both Gretchen and Zangief.
Yo, what's good? We out here with the Outfit Wars once again. Friday, let's do this.
It's Friday, baby. It's Friday.
Finally.
Thank God.
It's the freaking weekend. And you know what? You know what we do on the freaking weekend?
What's
we play
that?
some Planet Side.
That's
too.
right. That's right. We certainly do. So
Can we also not play Planet Side? Can we
Nah, we're playing
do
Planet Side
literally
this weekend.
anything
Let's
else,
go.
please?
I
And
absolutely-
Gretchen, bad
Thank
news.
you,
Hey, we have a
please.
match
Oh
tomorrow,
my
so
God.
I mean, it's fine for Gretchen. It's gonna be worse for you. You gotta wake up for that match.
yeah, it's 2 p.m.
Yeah, you gotta wake up.
I
It's
have
the
to wake up at
weekend.
8
The
a.m.
only
I have to
one
wake up
that's
at 8
always
a.m.
late. The only one that's always late and says he's tired is Saiyan.
That's true. You know he'd be up late grinding on every server.
All right, let's move over to our info screen here. We can talk about what faction is represented by which color. We got 1vs4 represented in red, BAWC going to be represented in blue. I believe
the TR team on blue and the VS team on
Yes,
red, as
yeah.
it makes sense.
Yes, it's as
Mhm.
is tradition.
Yeah.
So it'll be a little bit confusing, but we're always going to be here for you to explain who is doing what, so it's fine. At this point, I feel like everybody probably knows the rules, but just in case, we're still going to be going over them. You never know, you might have some people coming in very, very late to the tournament. So, teams are going to be 48v48s. There will be no Colossuses or Bastionuses. That does not
It's
mean,
Colossi.
Sorry. Bastionii or Colossuses. Other outfit resources are completely allowed. You are going to definitely see them as well. We will see Orbi Strikes, we will see Citadel Shields, we will see Anvils. Those always are played pretty consistently throughout these, though. So keep an eye on for that. We will have no construction, as there is no Cordium on this entire continent. To win, the team with the most territory at the end of the match and /or captures the enemy home base is actually going to be declared the winner. The home base is the Nexus Omega or Alpha base, depending on which side you're on. So if you cap that, you do win. That's called that dominating victory, I believe they called it on the website. But these quarterfinal matches, they're probably going to be a lot longer. We kind of expect these ones to go a pretty long time. We're not 100% sure if we're going to see dominating victories on these quarterfinals, so these are all going to be really, really good matches to be watching.
I don't know about all of them. Especially on Cobalt, there's so few teams, especially in the high tier, where like the first place team is playing against the 8th tier one.
Yeah.
That is Horde versus wait, let me look it up real quick. Horde versus RBRN. That honestly, that's not going to be a close match.
Some matches are going to be just because of how few
but this one
teams
is
are,
a close one, and it's a rematch from last week.
Yeah.
Which BAWC did win, but
yeah,
was,
actually, I wanted to ask.
Most people's surprise.
Yeah, I wanted to ask because you know both of these teams fairly well.
Yeah.
And you watched the match from last time as well. What are you thinking here for specifically for BAWC first?
I think BAWC's win last week came somewhat as a surprise to most people, because they're like, BAWC's a very old outfit, but they haven't really like tried very hard for this or put in a lot of effort so far. And then last week they just destroyed 1vs4, honestly. Whereas 1vs4 like seems to be very committed to Outfit Wars, and I think they stated that the idea of the outfit was to play Outfit Wars, and they considered themselves an Outfit Wars outfit. So like they definitely sweat here. So it was very surprising to see BAWC win. Yeah. I was happy though. I used to be in BAWC, and I like a lot of the people.
Yeah, we do see. I mean, that kind of scenario has happened, I think, in other places too. Where you just have a pretty decent outfit on live. They're just a group of fairly skilled individuals. Just they're just entering the tournament. And they don't take it super seriously, but if they do, I mean, they can absolutely turn it up to 11. We've seen this in previous outfit wars. Meanwhile, it sounds like one BS4 specifically came into this trying to really try this format out very hard. So hopefully they've kind of learned from last weekend then, and we'll see if they can come back and take a victory off of BAWC here on this weekend. We'll see.
Yeah, I think they definitely have it in them. Like this is
Yeah, absolutely.
These are very closely matched teams.
Mm-hmm.
BAWC has a lot of like leadership experience and also some like players that definitely try harder. But 1vs4 is definitely more of a try hard outfit. But don't know if there's like years of experience to look back onto.
Now, I didn't have time to look at like the brackets as to seeing who's gonna win or who they would be fighting after this if they were to win. I believe it's just whoever
We're
ends
not
up
sure,
winning.
Gallus.
Oh, we don't know yet. Okay.
No, we don't know yet because we don't know how the brackets are gonna work.
Ah, okay. So we can't
Because
quite determine it like we did last weekend.
No.
All right.
Well, we weren't actually 100% sure last weekend either, but it's like it would be really cool if they just like told us how to think about still we play it, but I guess we'll just have to find out.
All right, let's go into our game screen here. We can just we still have about 6 minutes or so. I just want to make sure everything is working correctly.
The winner of this, like the way I think it will work, should fight the winner of Big Men versus NC Reborn, which Big Men, aka Hot, should definitely win. So the winner of this will face Hot. I believe that is what makes the most sense.
All right, so we'll see then. Let's quickly talk about our neutrals, as this is going to be fairly important for our opener, as well as the air is going to be extremely important for our openers. We're just going to start here with Granite Head, the middle neutral, most important base of them all. This one is a 3-point. Actually, all the neutrals are going to be 3-pointers. This one has a C point in the top of the triple stack, the B point in the bottom of the powerhouse, and then we have a point down here in the bottom under the bridge. The A point we've seen actually get effectively capped by a team that actually owns this base pretty easily. You just run like a whole group of dudes down here. You can actually grab it fairly quickly and slow down that timer. So this base is in my opinion, probably fairly easy to defend if you actually cap it outright, because you get the spawn and you get access to this little stairwell down here. It gives you a lot more time to sort of get things fixed up around the rest of the base. So we'll keep an eye on who actually wins that out, and if we can see any fights happening at Granite Head, because again, the opener is going to have a lot to do with who wins the air game. And moving over to Bitter Gorge, you can see why. Bitter Gorge here, extremely open. Every single catwalk here, very, very open to air to grounding. Each point just has this very small canopy to give you a false sense of security. You can get air to grounded there as well. We've seen extremely effective use of things like air hammers, banshees, rocket pods, all sorts of stuff get used on these points. So whoever wins the air game usually has a massive advantage to taking Bitter Gorge, and Bitter Gorge is the second most, possibly some teams probably even consider it the most important base of the opener. So and I will talk about why that is in just a moment. Let's go over to Satcom first. This is the last of the neutrals. This one
I love this base, and it seems like no play.
Yeah, and there is a reason for that.
So useless in the map meta.
Yeah, so you can see here, this one is fairly well covered. Usually what happens here is if a team does not really win the air outright, they can use Satcom to still potentially get a neutral. They got to focus it a little bit harder, but you can actually get you can get a bus in here and deploy it on bottom, and then you can get infantry inside, not have to worry about air to grounding quite as much. It is a little bit more effective if you're worried about not winning the air game. You can actually manage to get this base still, because it is actually, it's still doable. This is absolutely doable. More than enough cover here. B point on that top, A point right here in mid where it would normally be, and then a C point down here on bottom. Again, fairly effective amounts of cover here to keep you safe from the air grounding. Now, looking at the map, the reason why these are in order of importance, Granite Head, this one has access to hydroponics. Let's assume, by the way, we're talking about 1vs4. It has access to hydroponics and it has access to Bitter Gorge. So if you, say, lose Bitter Gorge, you can actually still move over to that without having to worry about Argent Pass if that's getting capped. You can start the back cap up at Bitter Gorge while that's being attacked, while also potentially even moving over to Hydroponics and keeping pressure on BAWC side as well. So there's a lot of things you can do with Granite Head to keep yourself a little bit safer. Bitter Gorge, the only connection between Slate and Argent Pass. This one gives you a very, very important lane here. As you know, if you move up to Slate Canyon and you actually have both Bitter Gorge and Granite Head, you're completely safe on your two caps back here for right now. You can keep pressure going straight down that line. You can actually get a lot of members down there, and actually, that's a lot of pressure. You can actually just kind of assert down onto Slate Canyon's lane. Now, if, say, you lose both of these, you can still use SATCOM if this is the only neutral that you manage to cap. You can use this a little bit for counterplay. And what you can do, say, again, if you are 1vs4 and you've lost these other two neutrals, BAWC starts pressuring you on Argent Pass as well as Next Secure, you can still use SATCOM to give a little pressure onto Hydroponics, which will force some of their attackers to come back and defend, and that can potentially give you an opportunity to go in and defend both of these two bases, because you're going to have to split up at that point. So there is some counterplays to be had with SATCOM. It's just, it has least importance, but you got to make sure you at least get one of these neutrals, because if you lose all three neutrals, it's going to be very, very rough for you. Very, very rough. All right. Let's go ahead and open up our second POV, because we are now in the under 60 seconds time. We'll take a look at what we have for our forces here. On the 1vs4 side, it looks like we've got our standard opener of several sites and a couple of rep gals. This is, again, this is completely standard sort of openers for what you would expect. On the BAWC side, what are we looking at over here, Google?
Oh, lots and lots of Mozzies.
Oh, man.
And,
Actually, way more Mozzies than
yeah.
sides.
Looks like they only have 2 galaxies. Basically, everybody else is in a Reaver right. I mean, in a Mozzie right now.
Yeah, that is a lot of Mossies there. I'm actually looking at mostly more Mossies than sites, I think. That said, sides, anybody who's done a little air-to-air combat,
They're not that good for group fights.
They're not that good for group fights, but they are still
dueling, not that good.
they're still a little harder to hit though. If you're actually dueling, off on the side, you can take advantage of them a little.
You can get shot from
Possibly, yeah.
In a group fight, that doesn't.
And I will say also too, if you're getting attacked from a group, I feel like the pancake shape might actually be a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Mozzies are in the air.
And coming on out.
Granite Head.
Yeah, the Mozzies are out, and I don't think I don't think they've noticed yet that there's really not any air for them to shoot at. Oh, okay, here they come.
Yeah, slowly rendering in for them. It looks like they kind of ignored.
Deployed by 1vs4 at Granite Head.
Okay.
They have snuck an anvil out and cloaked us.
That was quite smart, yeah.
But it is in a very obvious spot, so I might get spotted.
Air fights going as expected right now. Just everybody blasting away. No clear winners just yet. These Mossies grouping up extremely well here. Hearing a ton of Mossy fire, very little Scythe fire. And I think the sites are already, I think we can already say that the opener is going to probably go to Bach here.
Got a good amount of one. Got a good amount of 1vs4 here at Granite Head. Now they took A and B point, and they are flipping C, so they're gonna have all 3 points at Granite Head really early on here.
And they have a bus deployed.
Oh yeah, they do. Looks like BAWC did drop not many people. And
oh, never mind. The bus got taken out for 1vs4, and there's a BAWC bus in its place now.
Oh yeah, look at the.
And they have 2 maxes out of it already.
Okay, if they can get a little bit of headway here,
yeah.
they can.
They don't have a lot of people yet, though. They're gonna need more people here.
You a madman just running in there and dying. So that's called the Bushido way right there. Yeah, look at 1vs4. Look at this.
Yeah, look at this fairly weird fight happening here. There they go. They're pushing in. They're probably going to take out this bus fairly quickly here. Yeah, a lot of medics, but I'm sure they use C4. Oh wow,
honestly, BAWC should be able to hold this. There's not enough.
Yeah, they're holding firm right now. They're getting kills on these 1vs4 guys.
Oh, yeah.
N-
Bus is
That's
smoking.
Sunday
Bus is on
smoking.
fire.
It is
Sunday
about to go
smoking.
down.
And I see a Desi being reloaded, and
Oh,
he
it's
goes
gone.
down. All right, so BAWC lost their bus. It is mostly 1vs4 on points, granted. But remember, these are neutrals. So BAWC can come back and steal these in the last few seconds.
is capping a lot faster, by the way, and BAWC
Alright.
is very well set up there.
Go take a look over here.
Okay, so A's flipping now in
Aerosec is
BAWC's
also
favor.
in the
So they're
fast.
gonna stall this granite head push a little bit.
That's good. Buys them time, like for BAWC, that's good. I mean, it buys them time to like get back in here.
And they are slowly getting back in here. We do see a lot of drop pods coming down. I think there's a beacon up somewhere around here. Probably on the
They have the beacon on
glaciers.
the wrong side though. They have it above the spawn room rather than
Yeah.
above the B and C point.
I do
Ooh,
see
they're
some
trying to get a new
BAWC
bus up.
galaxies over there on in the distance as well.
It's already smoking.
I imagine they're probably just going to do a quick drop here if this timer gets too low.
Bittergotch will cap in 1 second. Aerosec looks like it will cap in 9 seconds too. Both of them are basically uncontested.
You can see on the map there on the top left, Bitter Gorge did just flip for blue. That is BAWC.
They're starting to seem a little bit more BAWC presence showing up here at Granite Head. They're just kind of chilling here. They're really just holding down A,
Yeah.
so they just really want to keep delaying this until they
Yeah,
get reinforcements.
that's what I was going to say. It
BAWC
looks
just
like
dropped on C point right now.
Yeah, it looked like they were just going to make sure that Bitter Gorge went through, and now they're really going for it here. We see the Galaxies starting to move over a little bit. The Valkyrie is down here. A little fight happening here on the roof of the C point. BAWC is likely going to take this without too much of an issue, unless we see 1v4 bring a Galaxy or a Valkyrie and actually do several drops fairly late.
Neither team has hard spawns right now, so BAWC having actually BAWC has a bus now, and BAWC having air control is very big as long as there's no hard spawns.
Yeah, that air control is extremely massive for the ability to actually drop on here.
Like if you significantly outskill the enemy's infantry, you can hold on beacons, but it's hard to do.
Right now, the only thing 1vs4 is currently holding is the B point. They can't leave it though because
They're
it's
getting
just
kind of
too
overrun
open.
here. Like if you notice, like where the BAWC players are positioned right now, they're about to swarm this B point right now. So they really need to hold
They're
this for
doing
dear
the
life.
bad job surrounding
Look
it
at
though.
this Valkyrie.
There's like 7 people bunched up at door 1 rather than taking door 2 and 3.
Take a look at Skinny. Take a look at Skinny right now.
You see like a little bit of a squad starting to push over here now, so they're gonna start.
But they could have had crossfire set up here way sooner.
Yeah. Again, though, BAWC not being pressured too much on time. They still have about a minute left until it's their cap, and now they're pushing right in.
They want to move fast here, because they want to get all the points quickly, because any time that the 1vs4 manages to stall out means they can get up with Mystics again.
Yeah, they're pushing up really hard right now on 1vs4.
BAWC moving right in. They're likely going to clear this hallway without too much of any issue here.
Revive nades still going out for
Lots of
1vs4
res
though.
nades, but because of just the crossfire angles here, yeah, BAWC going to take it no problem. There it goes. Granite Head being taken by BAWC.
We already have backcaps on 2 lanes.
That is very good.
And hydroponics compound.
Yeah, so BAWC, yeah, Argent Pass already started hydroponics for 1v4. I want to take a quick look at hydroponics because I want to see what the counterplay is going to be, because this is exactly the scenario that I was talking about. You can do a little bit of counterplay with Satcom, which they did cap. So now BAWC here coming, yeah, BAWC coming back to defend this. They have killed a couple of people. Looks like just one 1v4 guy left over here.
Secure now flipping also.
And here comes a 1v4 Valkyrie to try and reinforce this a little bit. It's got maybe one, maybe more than one. I'm not really. This looks like one guy.
Looks like we got Rapid all alone here at Nexus Secure. Okay, actually reinforcements now dropping in for him.
Meanwhile, at hydroponics, BAWC just took it back without too much of an issue. Taking a look now at Nexus Secure.
Argent looks like 1vs4 has redeployed a lot of numbers out here. Yeah, they've already pushed BAWC off of the point.
Okay.
But they do have BAWC does have beacons, so they're probably gonna try and still hit this.
Yeah. Okay. So let's keep an eye here on Argent Pass for just a moment then, because this is this one's gonna be the focus for just a moment.
There's also an air battle going on close by around
it would be really good for 1v4 if they can get some air presence, and they do have these scythes up.
Yeah, BAWC just got wiped off of Argent completely from the looks of it. They do have a beacon, but it's just they're not going to have numbers.
They're next to secure stop station though. They're like pushing the other side, and this is kind of what you want to do. You just want to keep
constant
timers
pressure
ticking.
on both sides.
Yeah, just make your opponent constantly respond.
Yep.
Put them in the defensive.
Yeah, BAWC playing this extremely aggressively, and it's paying off very, very well right now. BAWC, by the way, now starting to slowly push into Argent Pass point. This is looking good for them. They can very likely take this if they get a flank in from the other angle, which they are getting right now. Oh, he didn't check his left, though. He goes down. Oh, okay. BAWC slowly getting killed out as they try to push in on the top. But the bottom, very successful push so far. More resonates coming out for 1v4.
Yeah, this looks like a wipe for BAWC.
Possibly, yeah. I'm seeing more resonates coming out.
They're still holding strong here at Nexus Secure, but they are starting to lose numbers. 1 versus 4 has redeployed, and they're hitting them on different angles right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, over here, Argent Pass, BAWC completely cleaned up. They're basically they have no spawns, so we're gonna go head over to
see
Nexus
both
Secure.
Teams switch to Nexus Secure then. Switch their focus here.
Yeah, because BAWC definitely has a good amount of cap time on this base right now. They can absolutely secure this one.
They're not really getting numbers in yet, though. I haven't seen any transports come in.
And BAWC has actually pushed 1 versus 4 off of the point here at Nexus Secure, so they are still holding strong here with a little over a minute to go here.
They did just lose their beacon on the roof.
1vs4 still using their main spawn area, not a bus in sight. That's not too much to worry about, as they do have. Oh, actually, I take that back. Mossies are now coming back in.
The beacon just went up for another squad, and they're all running in right now.
1vs4 slowly grouping up on doors 1 and 2. Nades coming out. Good push here by one of the LA. They're likely going to take them.
Pushing in on Nexus Secure. They're on point right now.
Dubness, one of the very few people left in here with a couple of friends, goes down. He's only got a couple people left. 1vs4.
Setup here for BAWC to have a very strong hold.
1vs4 now off
good,
point.
they come from behind though.
Oh yeah, BAWC.
Oh
They
shit,
just cleaned them out.
Well, they're just coming in on beacons. This is honestly impressive, just doing this off beacons. I guess they do have air control, and I saw at least one Mozzie with rocket pods, but still.
Yeah, the sides are just getting bullied off of this area right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, these sides have been having a very, very rough game so far.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough when you're in that position, but you just kind of have to, gotta do what you gotta do, what you can.
Oh.
And here comes the BAWC aggressive push towards 1 versus 4's spawn room right now.
Assisted by some Banshee Mossies.
You want to be careful with these pushes, because it's a very long walk back, and if they just get a beacon behind you, you have to run all the way back and clear them out again. But it's 5 seconds left, and I don't really see any spawns for one.
Yeah, there's really not anyone. No presence here, so.
And there it goes. BAWC taking Nexus Secure. Argent Pass, still no presence, but it's okay. They've opened up Nexus Alpha for a potential cap. Hydroponics looks like it is not actually being flipped. That's just a UI bug.
Is shifting focus to Bitter God.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, they do have numbers here, like actual sizable numbers.
BAWC is redeploying in right now, but it is already pretty far down the clock.
Yeah, meanwhile...
and the Nexus...
Also, I see Girl Games keeps V6ing people.
I don't see any kinds of drops for BAWC going straight for Nexus Alpha, so I think they want to make sure Bitter Gorge is fine before they want to move on to home base. Which is probably a smart play. You don't want to get pushed off of your neutrals and then potentially have to worry about counterplays later on in the match.
Yeah, you want to keep these secure. But they did start to cap on Nexus Alpha, which is good, just because it puts pressure on the...
Yeah, it's going to pull a lot more people off than I'm sure BAWC actually sent over.
Yeah, it always does, because you have to defend it. You cannot let this get capped.
Ooh, and right now we're looking at BAWC Air here dealing with some of the 1vs4 guys on B point Bitter Gorge. Is the only point they're currently holding.
Yeah, they're holed up here.
They're in a good spot to hold it, but the problem is with the air outside, look at this. They're getting... This Banshee Mossie is blasting people from balcony over
And they
the
just
stairwell.
They just don't have the numbers because eventually they're just going to get rolled
And
because
there it
they
goes.
just don't have any support elsewhere.
Yep. Last member dead, so that is going to be Bitter Gorge secured for BAWC. I don't think they're going to be able to get a drop in here, so I want to go take a look at Nexus Alpha, where I think we're going to start seeing some of the last plays being made potentially here if BAWC goes as aggressively as I think they are.
This has been surprisingly one-sided so far.
Yeah, again, it's that aggression from BAWC. They look at this AA fight right now.
That's Rapid.
So
look at Rapid in that 8.
So one 1 versus 4 is on Nexus Secure now, so they are trying to cap this back.
Okay, that's good. That's actually good because that's the
in, though, so
yeah. I mean that is their back cap. They can't get anybody
1 versus
on
4
Nexus
needs
Alpha.
to get numbers on here quick because BAWC is going to be here very soon.
They have numbers too.
Black Nexus at Nexus Alpha. This is pretty much conceding.
Yeah,
if you pull flag, you've lost. Same
possibly.
as lane.
But again, I mean, if they can potentially, if they keep them tied up at Nexus Secure, and they can actually get numbers on the Bitter Gorge, they've got options for counterplays, and Satcom is still theirs technically. So 1v4 not completely out of the fight. The AA is here, but I don't think it's considered conceding. I feel like it's just more you gotta have some way to open up these air lanes because right now it's just impossible to get drops going.
You're not opening them up. You're just denying.
Oh well, they do have a prowler in
you have to
though,
commit
so
way more to anti-air.
Yeah,
they've got so many resources.
This prowler's going to make sure that those lightnings are just not able to take on that air.
That's like the 4th lightning that prowler killed, like the 4th Sky God. That's all just dead resources.
Now 1v4 fairly well set up here on point, but they don't have people upstairs right now, so it's just the point itself. They're gonna get flanked here from the back, which they are right now. BAWC doing an effective sort of pincer here. Shotgun coming out here.
So much blammoing going on right now. BAWC trying to push onto this point right now, but they're losing numbers.
Honestly, I'm surprised that 1v4 is holding as well as they are.
Okay,
BAWC came in from both ends.
They do have the higher individually skilled players, I believe.
Yeah.
But BAWC should have the strongest one.
Yeah, the revive nade spam is just coming out hard
here. Yeah, it's helping a lot, but I think BAWC is going to finally get them off point here. Yep, there we go. So BAWC resecuring. I don't see beacons. I do see, however, a Valkyrie. Redrop of 3 guys. I'm sure a beacon's going to come up.
Probably going to be coming up soon.
And they do actually have a PPA up, not for long though.
There's another Valkyrie drop. We'll see if they can make use of this. If they want to keep pressure on this, it's not the worst idea because this is their only spot to keep Nexus Alpha safe. Argent Pass, obviously, you need to keep that defended as well, but it looks like they've stopped it for just a moment. Hydroponics, they could push to Hydroponics if they want to for some counterplays, but we got to see that actually start. And it's going to be hard to do that in general because these air lanes.
Everywhere I go, I keep finding Rapid, just like doing stupid shit.
Hell, this is Rapid we're talking about.
Spot on Skinny and he's like blasting. Okay, he's dead now.
Yeah, 1 versus 4 now back on the point. But BAWC is still upstairs with numbers.
Yeah, and as long as they are up here, I mean, this is a good spot for them. They can push right down back onto point as long as they get a little momentum going. 1v4, however, going up, going up fat. And Skinny. Big push from Skinny.
Evaporated BAWC.
Yep, clearing out server room, so they're gonna actually clear this out.
Ooh, BAWC has gotten Argent Pass down to 1 minute 45 in the meantime.
Yeah, they have a lot of presence on it right now. It doesn't look like 1v4 is really focusing on that at all, but they need to. They gotta keep that defended. If they let Argent Pass go, it's gonna be extremely hard to actually push out.
BAWC is making the right call here. They're just throwing like shitloads of stuff at Argent Pass and ignoring 1 versus 4 at Nexus Secure.
Timer's in their favor.
They're not losing anything with this.
Yeah.
The timer is very much in their
scenario,
favor.
they don't have time to resecure Nexus Secure. That's fine. They just trade a base for them. Doesn't matter to them.
Yeah, it's just rotating pressure.
Yeah.
Not
And they
really,
might cap Arazak through here as well. Only 58 seconds left.
not really any fighting technically happening on any
Yeah,
sides.
I'm trying to see if 1 versus 4 is going to redeploy out of here, but it seems like they're still just holding it. So I think they're just going to commit to saving this and then trying to get them off Nexus Alpha again and push Argent.
Meanwhile, in the air, it is still BAWC definitely dominating. We're not seeing
I've
a lot of
seen some more
sides.
saves at like at what's it called? Sorry, Nexus Secure Substation. There was a few saves, even one PPA save. Oh, they were wiped. Never mind.
Yeah, definitely.
They pulled Sky Guards again.
Definitely seeing a ton of Mossies here. They are. It is interesting. They're using like every single one of these Mossies are using actual nose guns, leaving them only the lol pods for air grounding. But that's effective enough.
I've definitely seen one Banshee or two.
Yeah, there has definitely been one Banshee at least because I've seen him. He was
honestly
blasting.
In most scenarios. I feel like lol pods are fine, especially for this match. Like it depends a lot on how the match is playing out. But for this match, the lol pods are seeming fine. So.
Yeah, still
1v4 still holding here at Nexus Secure, unmoving.
Still just capping around each other. Oh no! Is BAWC about to grab Satcom? Ooh, 1v4 should not let Satcom go. That is their only.
I think 1v4 moved Pop out of Nexus Secure, and I'm not sure where they moved it.
They are still here at Nexus Secure with numbers.
This could be pretty bad here.
Considerable numbers.
There goes Satcom about to be taken. There it is. Okay, so
they are still just sitting here.
BAWC now owns all three of the first neutral bases.
If they really wanted to, instead of hitting Nexus Alpha, they could just wipe them off here at Nexus Secure and take everything.
Yeah,
they're just gonna. They can easily let this one slip because
they
just
can.
Go to Nexus
Alpha.
Alpha.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
There is a BAWC bus here going just down the road. I wonder if he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna deploy over here near the outside wall, and that's just gonna give them an option.
Yeah, this 1v4 squad is still just sitting here at Nexus Secure.
I believe if you deploy this right, you can even jump the wall.
That is absolutely what he's doing here. He's just set this up so to do a wall climb right in. That's the perfect spot. Oh, absolutely. You can just climb up the side wall right up onto this little piece. Yeah, he's gonna be able to get heavies in there.
That's good.
BAWC not immediately responding. They will, though. You're going to see a bunch of BAWC members come out of that bus here in just a moment.
I mean, honestly...
Oh, no, I take that back. Yeah, they're going Nexus Alpha instead.
Yeah, they should go Nexus Alpha, apply pressure, and send one person to this Nexus Secure Substation. That's fine. Doesn't really matter.
And that is exactly what they're doing. Massive numbers here. They even have maxes already. So BAWC, just they're ready. And again, if you're 1v4, you don't have any counterplays ready. As you've lost Satcom, they are slowly capping it back. BAWC does need to keep an eye on that because that can be used effectively, but they
1v4 is pulling armor out of Nexus Secure. There's a lone infiltrator for BAWC. I'm going to watch him. I'm pretty sure he's going for the back cap.
He should. It's basically free.
It actually looks like there's still 1v4 people here. He's about to run into them. I don't think he realizes they're here.
Why does still be?
Massive slugfest happening inside Nexus Alpha right now.
They trade!
They both lost!
What a trade!
Did they both lose or did they both win?
They both
the only people winning is us, really.
Yeah. BAWC here doing a push down into Nexus Alpha.
Every time you die in planet sites, it's -1 fun. And every time you kill someone, it's +0.5 fun.
Yeah, he made the smart move. He actually jumped across the wall here now. And he's going to go ahead and flip Nexus Secure. So... Oh, he can't even flip it.
Oh, they're
on Azure. They're on fucking Satcom.
Does Granite Head also have a point? It must be Granite Head too.
Yeah, they went to Satcom.
Yeah, they flipped Granite Head as well.
It looks like BAWC actually responded here.
BAWC still has a massive presence here on Nexus Alpha, though. They're definitely mostly focusing on this, as is expected.
Getting recapped by Murdoch with the Force Commander, so it's not really a big deal. Like, he can lead and just sit on the point and play flip it.
And you a madman.
Yeah, see the 2 Force Commanders. Granite Head is a way bigger deal. It's already down to 1 minute and BAWC hasn't flipped the point back.
So 1v4 looking for some potential counterplays if they can actually get this defense. Right now, I mean, it's not enough members here for 1v4 to actually defend this. They can't push BAWC off this point with what they have.
Honestly, as long as BAWC can keep spawns up here, I think they have a pretty decent hold. But it looks like their spawns have, like all their hard spawns have gone down, so they are down to beacons now.
Oh, 1v4 looking for a
And
back
that was
entrance.
second,
They actually are... Oh, but here comes BAWC to respond to that. Through the hallway, going straight in.
Down here. 1 versus 4 going to push in with that after that orbital goes off.
Yep.
Yeah, really aggressive push here.
As they should, too. They are looking
they
good right now.
They don't want these maxes up. The max is up. He's wounded, but oh, he gets blammoed.
1v4.
BAWC was hurt, but they're back up. They're back up. They got
1v4 is slowly clearing this hallway. If they can get this whole thing completely cleared out, they've got a good angle. But there's a spur lib here on the side for BAWC. Just blasting. Is that 1v4?
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, it is. You're right. So that's actually good for them.
They do actually have action, so I'm assuming BAWC just dropped all the pilots on point. They will get wiped out here.
And 1v4, they've been responded to. This Max now staring at the hallway entrance, but they do have enough people on the server side over here. They are starting to push in. 1v4 should be able to get their point back.
1v4 push.
Honestly,
Here we go.
1 vs 4 did a really good job of like just flipping points behind.
Yeah,
being annoying.
They've been playing the map game very effectively despite being pressured so hard.
Yeah, it didn't really like come into anything. Like nothing really happened off it, but it was still a good play and it forced some people off at least.
It also, yeah, exactly. It allows some pressure to be relieved here off the home base. Dubness coming in from the Valkyrie drop, gets taken out by a scythe immediately.
Big dub. BAWC trying to push it in the back here. They don't really have the numbers, and they're losing. They're losing numbers fast here.
And no maxes either. Here comes
BAWC orbital dropping now.
Yeah, good BAWC orbital.
That's
might be a little bit late for that.
Yeah. It's not going to be effective at all.
Yeah, it killed like one person.
Meanwhile, you do see Granite Head being defended by BAWC. Satcom still defended by BAWC. So no map plays here from 1v4, which they do need to do. They need to get some kind of play going in order to actually...
BAWC is getting ready to flip next to secure substation. And I do think, like, just if you do hold Argent Pass and next to secure substation, that is such a secure hold for BAWC. You deny access to the middle and just have to hold those two. So much easier. They do have 27 seconds to wait, though.
I'm checking out here trying to see.
It's going for the flip again on Arazak.
Yeah, right now it's just like a 1 or 2 drops here at Nexus Alpha. Not really much going on around the map. Still trying to figure out what BAWC... I think BAWC is also trying to figure out what they want to do here. What the right move is. Same for 1v4. I think they also want to try and figure out where they should be moving, because right now they're just defending this one base and not moving around the map at all.
Alright, the 1 vs 4 presence that was on Satcom got laid out, so they're already... BAWC came in with the airdrop, they picked them up, they're already on their way to Nexus Secure here.
Yeah, and they are flipping point now, which means that the only base that... Actually, Timer's still running in Granite Head, so technically one was supposed to flip that.
Yeah, Nexus Secure already flipping in favor of BAWC as well. BAWC with big presence, and they're dropping stuff too.
Okay. So it looks like Nexus Secure might be maybe fine for BAWC. They might be able to actually grab that.
They did lose the Sunday. I don't know how that happened, I missed that, but the BAWC Sunday is dead.
And again, meanwhile, over here at Nexus Alpha, it's still majority of 1v4's team here. Just defending, not really much to shoot. They just got the AA up, they got a couple of sides out, trying to clear out a little bit of this air. This has been a very
they lost their life players, that's what they used to.
I mean, yeah, you gotta make sure you can move around in the air.
Okay, Sunder has finally been pulled out of the anvil for BAWC.
There we go. It only took like
double call.
Yep, so BAWC now on point here, Nexus Secure.
True.
And in about 55 seconds, Nexus Alpha will potentially be secured. They could actually make a move over to Argent Pass and at least start that flipping while also going to Nexus Secure and try to get that defended. I don't think we're going to see them move off of Nexus Alpha right away. I think you're going to see them stick around mostly. No, I'm wrong. I am completely wrong. There is almost nobody left on Nexus Alpha. So actually, we're going to see a drop here soon.
That is. Drops onto next secure.
Yep, big drops here for
Oh,
1v4.
Dumbness just absolutely blammo go-go cons PPA site. Oh man out here just swagging on him with the Desi.
At BAWC, suddenly died right away. Actually.
Yeah.
Golden
Smart.
in a very good spot or defended. Oh, there's another one, but that looks to be going down as well.
Always
Yeah,
want
I
to be
think that was
destroying
the,
these
this was
buses
the cloak
first.
bus that they had deployed a while back.
Yeah,
No, this is a new one.
it's a different
so
one, but it
okay, so
is
they-
it's still an effective one because you can still use that for wall climbing. It's gone now. Lots of
So no more
sides
hard
coming out.
spawns left.
Yeah, and the sides are going to ensure that BAWC has no ability to get back inside for
Yeah,
reinforcements.
and
too.
we're seeing BAWC now moving back to the point. Like they
Yep.
know that they have nothing
Yep.
left, so they gotta just hold on here.
Yeah, they're
Minute and a half. They
consolidated
can definitely
inside.
hold this.
It's 40% pop here for 1v4, 57% for BAWC.
They do have maxes
Definitely
too.
the numbers. Definitely good on numbers right now, but they do have to worry because they can't respawn anybody or they can't redeploy anybody in here. 1v4, and interesting. I'm not seeing the numbers for them. Where are we? Where's their hard spawns? Where's their drops? I'm just seeing a lot of them. Maybe are they coming from spawn? No.
Big aggressive push from BAWC here out of door one.
Ah, this is what we're looking for. The Valkyrie
questionable
drops.
push.
Valkyrie drops here from 1v4, coming straight for door 3. Oh, but a flank here from Skinny just clears out a couple. More flanks from Skinny. They got to clear out Skinny at the same time. They're getting absolutely decimated from that
BAWC
angle.
even has people on the wall now that can just shoot you down onto the thing.
Yeah, 1v4 just they're definitely they definitely need to get that Skinny area cleared out because right now that is a big problem for them. Okay, looks like door 3 is going to be fine, so they can start making some kind of moves in here, and they are going to push right in. That initial push going to go down. Door 1 looking a little more secure for them. They're slowly pushing in towards Fat. They're going to make that move. They're slowly clearing it. Meanwhile, door 2 and 3 not secure. They can't make a move in yet.
Holy shit, bad coach is playing. I played on scrim teams with this guy
There it
4 years
is.
ago.
BAWC takes Nexus
Five?
secure. If they drop a single person, and they already did, Nexus Alpha now flipping already, so all of these 1v4 members cannot flip.
Yep, already flipped in favor of BAWC.
Yep. If I were BAWC, I would be redeploying everybody out on beacons and moving them right over to Nexus Alpha, as that is the only point that matters now if
One
they
versus
got to
four
flip.
already got numbers here though. They're coming in through the back door also.
Yeah, right now it is just that single BAWC. No, I take that back. Here's some BAWC members rendering in now. In Powerhouse, up top on server. They need literally everybody here right now if they want to actually completely
Yeah, 1 versus 4
aggressively push
already
this in.
on point, however, but BAWC is dropping in from the Valkyries.
Yeah, you can hear them kind of exploding above us. And Among Us.
Mogus?
Mogus.
Mode.
BAWC here moving right in. And they're on point. So this is good. This is exactly what they needed to do. Maybe... Yeah, I feel like they moved fairly quickly. They probably could have moved a little faster, but that's okay. They did very, very well here. Moving right over to the base. And I don't see maxes, so those are probably going to be coming from a drop here fairly shortly. We're going to see if...
There might not be any coming, honestly.
Really? You don't think they're gonna take any maxes in?
That's a lot of setup, and you might as well try and get an infantry hold in first.
I
Or like
suppose.
running the timer down. You
Understood.
don't have to redrop anyway.
I just don't think they're gonna be able to hold it because 1v4 is coming in from back door
Yeah, they're
right
coming in
now.
with
You
a
won't
lot of
be able
numbers in the back.
to. You won't be able to hold it either way for hard spawns unless you outskill the enemy
That's
team
a fair
significantly.
point, yeah.
So you might as well run the timer down of beacons for a bit.
Alright, so 1v4 now set up in one of the powerhouses as well as getting set up in hallway on back. So BAWC is slowly pushing hall back out though. If they can continue this push, it'll be good for them, but... Oh, they are doing it. Double stacks getting slowly cleared. 1v4. Losing members. Meanwhile, on the server side over here, it looks like BAWC also doing a good flank into this. There's only a couple members left for 1v4 in here. So BAWC going to maintain control unless we see a big push by 1v4 using, probably needing maxes at this point. They need a hard spawn on some other angle.
Have they pulled any maxes? I have not really seen a lot of max presence from them.
I saw some 1v4. I saw some 1v4 maxes.
Besides the black max.
I did see some 1v4 max. No, I take that back. That was actually a BAWC max that I saw. So no, they have not seen 1v4 max. Maybe they've been using their resources on sides.
They're kind of a Bushido outfit a little bit. Like heavy main, Vano, Beetlejuice heavy main.
Yeah. So they play just like Bushido Way. The outfit that was using shotguns here in this match.
It's on that side.
Hopefully they have at least been using C4 though, because C4 is very effective for a lot of these kind of max balls. BAWC here making a push.
Doesn't have a V6 from Grow Games.
Very good, very good. More C4 usage coming out from BAWC. That's what you like to see.
A lone BAWC infiltrator just runs onto the point, he gets it. Yeah, 1 vs 4 cleared out here now.
Oh! BAWC here making a move into server side, so they're going to continue to clear this out.
Big clear from BAWC.
Yeah. 1v4, I'm just not seeing the spawns that they need. I see one bus back here. Maybe it just got deployed. It did. Okay, so we got some members coming in. I think we're going to see a max here, too, from Guru Wars, maybe, because it looks like he's looking at his deploy screen. No, maybe not. It is, again, it's surprising that we're not seeing maxes here from 1v4.
C4 just going out in this hallway. On the stairway. Big C4, big V6s going out as well. Using everything in their arsenal.
BAWC still, again, maintaining control on that top floor. We do have another side here where 1v4 is coming in from, it looks like north side powerhouse. And they're moving quickly, too. C4 coming out, but it only hits the shield. Second C4 comes out, kills a couple of medics. BAWC with the angles.
Didn't you see 1 vs 4 on point?
Yeah, I think we just saw that flip for just a second.
They're on there,
oh, Citadel shield out. So this has actually split the room in half. This is actually fairly effective, to be honest with you. This means that if 1v4...
they're not pushing in.
Yeah. They only needed us to actually clear out one side. But it didn't quite work out that way. BAWC actually still in here. I think they may have called that Citadel shield in a little early. They needed to have that set up right when they got one of the powerhouses.
Yeah, and now BAWC's just going to run right into the room.
Yeah.
So the Citadel shield's still up, but they have numbers here now, so it's kind of hard for 1v4 to actually do anything with this move.
That is a very smartly played Citadel shield.
They also brought in a harasser. I don't know where he's planning on going, but he's just chilling out here, just getting plinked by the Mozzies.
Oh, there's more V6s coming through.
Yeah.
That's what you like to see?
That's actually a tactical maneuver.
Yeah,
so yeah, actually, 1 vs 4 did pull a max, and guess what? They cleared off the game.
Hey, there we go.
The power of the maximum
That's what you like to see. Let's go. All right, so 1v4 back on point. The Citadel shield is going to be effective for a defensive hold, but if you look at the map, this is their only possible solution. They have nothing they can go to right now. Argent Pass and Next Secure are uncappable because they're 4 minutes and 20 seconds on this point. So it's
not bad in that it prevents them from really getting crossfired here in this back alleyway. Also,
it is a very effective Citadel shield. This was very well placed.
Oh, C4 going out. Just missed the max.
Oh, you know what though? It's kind of annoying for us because they can't go through the Citadel shield at the right speed.
You have to kind of force your way through. You just have to kind of shift and go through.
I gotta keep
and then you just
increasing
get
my
caught
speed.
in the wall. Thank you, 1 vs 4. You made it harder for me to maneuver now.
God, I can't get through. There we go. Okay.
Hey, it's alright. I'm just stuck in some stuff right now.
Are you actually stuck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, increase your speed. See if you can zoom out. Otherwise, you'll have to redeploy back in.
You can also just type the.
Oh
command
yeah,
to
actually, just
join
type the
again.
command. You'll go right back to the same continent. Yeah, Citadel Shield. Good tactics. Bad casting. It's hard hard to move with that thing in here like this.
I mean, just be fast.
Rogue Planet Games and their infinite wisdom did not allow the ops cams to go through these effectively.
I don't think they can.
I'm not really sure how ops cams work. I mean, all other vehicles can go through these, but
Oh, that's
or actually,
true. Actually, that's a good point.
that's actually not true. Yeah. I guess it technically is registered as a vehicle. They can't go through it.
Vehicles can go through them.
Can they? I thought I remember
yeah,
seeing
no,
a.
no, it doesn't do anything to them.
Yeah. Okay though.
Only
Yeah.
the like little bit at the top is like solid, but the shield itself doesn't do anything to vehicles. Just
That's
blocks
odd.
projectiles.
Yeah. Very weird. Very weird.
Maybe ops can sub projectiles. What's this mag rider? What do you think you're doing, Sunrise? This is the best farmer on Cobalt, by the way.
Oh yeah. Let me
Oh,
go
yeah.
see where he's at, because I kind of want to.
Outside the spawn room in a mag rider. He's I should say self-proclaimed best farmer on Cobalt.
Ah, yes, of course.
Ah. Oh, I see him.
Even
that's
better
not
than
him.
Sabrowski QQ.
It's the mag rider, Carlos. The blue
Oh,
one.
that mag rider. You're right. I thought you meant like on a hill, but he's just here. He's just in the zone.
Killed much left for watching them.
Balk. Ooh, this Balk Max got aggressive. He just managed to get out of there. That was a little risky.
Yeah. Getting repaired, so he's alright. Aggressive sleeping pill.
Isn't that Madman?
No, Madman's got
No,
Madman.
Madman would be you a Madman.
Oh, right. I'm pretty sure that's another like NA person though.
Yeah,
Aggressive.
somebody we
I'm not
probably
sure.
know.
Probably.
Yeah, it's probably someone in
Did
D-Wave, let's be honest. They're all in
you guys
D-Wave.
see Pronam's Red Mist character that got renamed?
No, actually.
It is now called John Backcap.
John Backcap?
It is an amazing name.
That is actually a great name. Wait, are you allowed to say what the original was?
I'm not even sure what the original is.
Oh.
They might have paid for it.
Oh, okay. Well, John Backcap is a great
I
name.
don't
I like
remember
that.
because that was before he used the name Pronam. So I believe.
1v4 here, trying to make their way in the back. Unfortunately, with only 45 seconds left, BAWC
Yeah,
has
it's looking rough right
effectively, I'm pretty sure this means that they have won, because I don't think you can get enough
Good job,
territory.
Gallows, who locked down Hossa.
Yeah,
We
that's
did it,
really
baby.
Good job by all of us. Esimir's open, by the way.
Yeah, even if
Let's go.
1v4
The
does...
containment site.
Even if
Oh,
1v4
1 versus 4
manages...
pushing in now.
Oh, actually, yeah,
Got
I was going to
numbers.
say, yeah, they're actually going to get back on this point.
BAWC does not really have the numbers to contest this.
But once they flip, I will reiterate, 6 minutes and 30 seconds left.
No,
This
it's
means
fine.
that BAWC has effectively won this match, and with no points left in the pool as well. They've gotten as many points as they possibly could without getting the dominating victory. So very good match so far here from BAWC. They actually did a very good job. Very aggressive maneuvering from them for the entire game as well.
I wonder if Grill Games has a V6 macro with how much he's been
He
V6ing.
has to.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, there's no way.
I mean,
This has gotta be like a-
because I used to have one when I used to main Max for a little bit. I would just V6 any player I recognized because I knew it would make them.
The amount of V6 spam I'm seeing here, like there's no way.
He's like sitting there, like crouching and shooting and V6ing all at the same time. And like, there's no way you're doing all of that at the same
Oh,
time.
wait, he's one of the people with a script for it, right? Maybe he has some of these people on his script.
Yeah, maybe.
You know,
like
the-
look at that. I think that was a double V6 there for a second.
What was that group called that had like?
Salt.
Yeah, Salt, right? They had like the V6 script.
I think
Well, all
Help
of them
used
were
theirs
V6.
for like doing a V7 as well.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
they
no,
would
no,
all
for-
be 6 at the same time if they killed like a player they didn't like.
Oh yeah,
Because
can
it
you
was scripted.
can you pull up some of our stats here while we have a moment? Question.
Sorry, I completely forgot.
Yeah, I
about
completely
that.
forgot too. I just got reminded by chat.
And
So
let's
we're
see
looking
the top killers.
we're looking actually at I believe 1v4 got very close to getting, you know, fairly high on the kill board. Let me see. Yeah, they got a pretty
Kills
good
are
amount of
pretty
kills.
even.
Yeah, almost overtaken. In fact, they might still overtake it. Entirely possible.
Which I think actually says a lot about 1 versus 4. I think if they had a little bit more in terms of the air power and were able to kind of move the map a little bit better, I think they really could have done some good damage.
Could you show us the pie chart? I want to see the our air kills. Holy Battle Goose at 430 kills. The directive weapon. Meanwhile, the MSW only 191.
Choice by the bombers.
I love them. I do love them. I like that. That's pretty good.
Here's the pie chart.
Thank you. So we're looking here at the air, and actually it is fairly even, which is surprising.
I'm honestly not surprised. I haven't seen that much air to ground from Bond.
But they have definitely maintained a lot of control, at least for like the first and mid of the game. Late game here, it has gotten a little bit closer. 1v4 getting a little bit more pressure, but it has been a lot of BAWC pressure in the air.
I think, like, especially with the rocket pods, what happens, you often just soften up targets, rather than, like, straight up get the kills as in.
BAWC pushing back on the point here. Not much time left, but might as well just push it.
Yeah, of course. You may as well just completely fight this out.
But time to look at top spawns. Holy shit, Witness and been fucking carrying 150 spawn XP.
You know what? Was he the Valkyrie? That might have been the Valkyrie. I think he was.
Right there.
He's I'm pretty sure he's the leader. Like, I know he's the outfit leader. I'm assuming he's the force commander as well.
I think he was the Valkyrie guy that's been flying around. I think I remember seeing that Valkyrie drop people.
That is nuts. 150.
That is a lot. 1v4 here with all of their maxes finally out. You probably could have used these earlier in the game, but I mean, it's never a wrong time to pull a max, I suppose.
There was never a bad time to pull a max.
That's right. That's
right. How come they don't have a tag? Some people just don't have tags. Canuck. I don't know what causes the bug, but some people just don't get tags.
Yeah, this has happened pretty consistently. Just be happy that it's not one of those like both factions are the same and it's only just dependent on like colors and then we don't have tags for either side. Those are very annoying matches because you can never remember who is who.
You have to like recognize a player by their name to know.
About 15 seconds left here. BAWC trying to make a push back in. And they're actually going to do it too. Yeah, they actually do get back in.
Now it's 2 seconds left.
And there it is. 2 seconds left. BAWC actually managed to get back on point in those last 2 seconds. Alright. Very good job here by BAWC.
Yeah, great job by BAWC. And, you know, it's weird enough that it was 8-1 BAWC, but a really, really evenly contested fight in terms of the kills.
Yeah, if you want to pull up some of those, more of those stats real quick with the pie chart and all that, I do still have it up. We're just gonna take a look.
Which ones do you want?
Give us the
pie chart. Because I think that's the only pie chart I can show you, the domain kills.
Yeah. I just want to see the pie chart real quick because I want to see. Yeah, it is. It's very, very even on that error. Max units. Interestingly enough, it's also even. We definitely saw more BAWC maxes getting pulled, but it looks like I guess they were more for defense than they were for killing power. I guess.
I have a really quick update from the Hot versus ABIA game. Hot is about to warp gate. They are spawn camping Nexus Alpha.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think ABIA has 448. Actually, maybe they do. There's a lot of them in the warp gate.
Well,
there you go. News from the front line.
News from the front lines, everybody. All right, so that was 1v4 versus BAWC. That was very, very well played there by the BAWC team. They got the win. I think. Let me just check real quick. I think there is no other matches happening right now besides that other one that you were just mentioning. So we're gonna go raid that one. What was that again? That was
Hot versus ABIA.
Okay.
I think it's on the main PSB channel. Yeah.
Looks like PSB 2, I think. So we'll go to that.
Yeah, you're right. It should be. It's a stomp, honestly.
So we're going to go ahead and just raid over to them. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Come back to main PSB at about 8 o'clock, and we're going to be doing casting on KN1 VCATs a little bit later, as well as plenty of other matches also happening at the same time, which you can always look at the schedule for. We'll see you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye.